This is Josephine Baker by Jean Chassaing. It is a stylized portrait depicting the iconic performer with her name in a blocky, slanted font. Her facial features are outlined in yellow, with bright red lips and cheeks, and one side of her face highlighted in green. The brown and off-white background become part of the foreground to compose her skin tone and a reflection of light on her hair. This gouache painting was a study for a final lithograph print poster. Josephine Baker was a triple threat. She could sing, dance, and act, and took Paris by storm. Born Frida Josephine McDonald in St. Louis, Missouri in 1906, she experienced poverty and discrimination as a child, with her family homeless in 1917 following the East St. Louis riot. At 13, she left St. Louis after joining a touring vaudeville group and eventually moved to New York City performing as a chorus girl. She was then asked to perform in Paris, where her career skyrocketed.
Cher public hollandais, je vous remercie avec tout mon cœur pour votre gentillesse. Et en embrassant ces fleurs, je vous embrasse avec tout mon cœur. Voilà.
Her performances spurred the creation of many advertisement posters and Baker-inspired merchandise. There is little known about the artist Jean Chassaing, except that for a brief time he was at the epicenter of French graphic art at the height of Art Deco. He even collected a number of posters created between 1925 and 1932 by popular graphic artists. Chassaing likely interned under two poster design giants of the era, Cassandre, beginning in 1925, and then Paul Colin in 1927. There is clear style influence from Colin's portrait posters of celebrities and advertisements for various Paris music halls and theaters, which were ubiquitous. Celebrities often had official poster artists, and Colin was one of Josephine Baker's. Unfortunately, Chassaing faded from the scene, living off of small freelance jobs during the Great Depression that had spread to France by 1931, until he died in 1938 at the young age of 33. One commonality among Art Deco works is the color combination of red, green, yellow, and black, often found in African textiles that influenced Western artists of the period. There are also the angular and curved motifs that defined the Art Deco style, which appear in the formation of Baker's features. It's in the shapes that make her eyes, the yellow lines that curve to create outlines of her face that also mirror the curl in her hair, and the juxtaposition of the hard line edge of soft brown and off-white that delineates her outline. From Cassandre, Chassaing would have learned graphic design composition and the airbrush technique, which we see in the gradient of Baker's hair and around her eyes, the blush on her cheeks, and the green highlight on half of her face. From Colin, there is a similarity in using large typography along the bottom and a dark pane of color to accentuate the face. Chassaing's depiction is more caricature than realistic portrait. This painting, and its corresponding poster, is also clever in its use of space, as Chassaing used positive and negative space while incorporating emerging graphic design trends of the period. Baker's iconic hairstyle, the Eton crop, was conceived by the first celebrity hairstylist known as Antoine de Paris, who was actually from Poland. The Eton was a short style with curls pasted to the forehead and cheeks, so sleek that it looked painted on. Baker even marketed the Baker Fix Brilliantine, which was originally developed by a French perfumer named Edouard Pinault, for those that wanted to emulate the style. The timing of this painting and the final poster version are interesting. It was made when Baker was between shows, so it's unclear if it was commissioned or if Chassaing was simply inspired by her. The poster was not widely distributed, making it a rare find.